Yeah, reckon you could do like a low,
What
like
do you want me to do?
you just been told that you won't be able to walk ever again.
Okay.
Okay, that's your.
Okay.
That's your
Just thinking of pit payments, mate. Think of those beautiful pit payments you get down to work.
So like so halfway through, I'm gonna twig I can make a lot of money out of this.
Yeah.
Right? So
You'll
just
be on
been
2K a month.
Okay,
Do fuck all like.
All right. Hello. Welcome to Union of Scum, the comedy podcast that delves deep into the weirder aspects of UK culture. My name's Darren J. Coles, and I'm joined by Paul Hilleard and Charlie fucking Webster. Yes!
Nice.
Give me that fucking bedpan.
Pretty good, Darren.
Thanks, man.
Pretty good.
We've got a broad range of anybody from Netflix is watching at home. I reckon I could play some sort of maybe a drug dealer or a friendly neighborhood cop.
Yeah, baby
knocking on doors.
reindeers.
I seriously thought you were going to say something much worse then.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Let's not go.
Baby.
Yeah, how are we doing, lads?
I'm all right, man.
Yeah.
I'm a bit tired. Been out in the sun.
Yeah, it's been pretty.
Are you sunbathing as well?
No, just looking at kids for my job. Like.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, he's in the employ of some Russian sex traffickers. You watch the kids.
It was just too much. There was just a bit too much of a big pause between looking at the kids and then my job.
For my job. Yeah.
Oh, what? You thought that was a big pause? I thought it was quick to the point.
Yeah, I thought it was too big for me.
Yeah.
Just looking at kids in the park sunbathing. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised you sort of managed to get any daylight travel. You know, going from your house to the car to another gig to back in your car.
I mean, I did catch. I'm very pale. Very pale. I don't realize how pale I was until like you turn your wrist over, and you're just like, oh yeah.
Milky. Are you sure you're not mistaking the scratches you've on your arm from the autistic kids who don't like you being around them when they're
just scared of your moustache?
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much going center.
Yeah, especially when it tickles the back of their neck. They don't like it.
You can't say that, lads. There's a line. There's a line, and you can't cross the line.
You keep crossing it, Mr. Hilleard.
I'm not crossing the line. I don't like any of the kids. I don't like any of them.
Neither as sexual beings nor as individuals.
As entities. I don't care about their dreams.
Okay, so that's nice. Charles, what have you been up to?
I just had a bit of a heavy weekend, just like going at it, man. Like, you know,
going at it with
just going at just with a grog, like most
of the grog. Okay,
yeah, just Grog City, you know,
Grog Central. Yeah, I went to Grog Town on Friday, and you know, it's not funny or it's all interesting. The idea, the fact that I just went out drinking with my friend, but what was funny is at the end of the night, I went to chicken.com. Some long-term listeners will recognise that from one of the first few episodes where we talked about that. To be honest, I went in there, not a flicker of recognition, even though, you know, probably promoted them to about 3 punters. And I went in pretty drunk and I said, yeah, give me the whole chicken and chips. And I had it spread out on 3 trays.
Full chicken? You asked for a full chicken?
I had a full chicken, yeah, $13.99. Full chicken. And I remember having it spread out in front of me like a sort of like a Tudor king, and I was just slowly, meticulously just stripping the flesh off it, putting my chips in, and then as I was midway through the meal, some other drunk patron sort of clocked me and just went.
Did they sort of chop it up into bits and deep fry it, or did they deep fry the whole thing as one and give it to you?
No, it was a deconstructed chicken, okay. Charlie. Yeah, and it was kind of slathered in sauce. I don't remember much about the event, to be honest. It was a blur. But yeah, I certainly finished the whole thing off, so that was nice. It's the highlight of my
solo
weekend.
In a date.
So yeah, I was on my own.
Chicken.com
at
what? 1 a.m.
Yeah, midnight, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Did you go into the corner and eat it like
an animal?
Did you have shame? Was there any shame, or was it pride?
Way too drunk. I was beyond emotion at that point.
Oh, you mean it on
I was heavily sedated. I was like, you imagine like an elephant eating the remains of a monkey, just quite sad and odd. But I was heavily, you know.
You weren't eating on a counter then, no? You weren't just gobbling on a counter.
No, I didn't leap over the counter like I have done before and just hand in the deep fat fry, and then just eating it. No. It was very much a classic server-customer interaction.
If you owed, like, a gangster who owned a fried chicken shop a lot of money, okay, for example.
Yeah.
And the way he wanted his money back wasn't in monetary form, but to deep fry a part of your body as punishment. What part would you choose?
How big does it have to be? How big does my body part have to be?
How big is your body?
No, but like, can I go with like a finger?
Yeah.
Is that enough? Just a finger?
Yeah, I mean,
or are you looking for something of
I would say more of a
substantial?
hand. I'd say more of a hand.
Okay, so a hand is the smallest.
Yeah, hand is a foot, for example.
So what am I getting in exchange for this again? Just like a family,
Just
a family meal.
Just punishment. Punishment for owing a man money.
Right, okay.
Who do you owe money, Charlie?
I don't owe any money to anyone actually, but I'm just thinking, in the future maybe I could, something could happen. That must have happened before at some point somewhere.
Someone goes, you know what? Rather than take the money, I would like to deep fry a part of your body up to a hand's length. That's a very specific.
So would you go hand? Would you go like maybe ear?
I'd probably go foot.
Foot.
Yeah. If there's a you said there's a sort of minimum length. You said we couldn't do the finger. Because otherwise I'd just do my fucking big toe.
Yeah, I'd take both ears. I feel like both ears.
Both ears.
Both ears is the equivalent of a hand.
But what I would say is battery is like uncontrollable, so you wouldn't be able to just get an ear.
You've been saying this for years.
It'd be splashing it like into your face a bit here as well. You wouldn't be able to like just dip the ear in, and it would splash into the beard area. You
wouldn't. You say you wouldn't be able to. Would he allow a splash guard, a plastic splash guard, if I was doing ear? You know.
I think it's just gonna be more brutal and violent than that. It's gonna be like, okay, you're in, and he would just dunk you in, and just something will go here, So
is this man in this hypothetical scenario? Is it you? Is it you? It's like I'm actually infirm buffet, bald head. Some reason I love untapped aggression against friends.
Batter is uncontrollable.
Batter is uncontrollable.
Wait, look, it's just bubbling away. It's like salty lava, isn't it?
Salty lava. You're like Colonel Sanders mixed with Shakespeare. Salty lava.
Yeah.
You've been brewing on these ideas.
I haven't.
You've been staring into the cesspit.
That's straight out of the deep fat fryer of his mind. That one. It's bubbling away. It's ungovernable.
So you're saying ear, you're saying foot.
I'll go foot. What are you saying?
Todger.
Back.
This is what this whole thing is leading towards. I love to bomb a Todger.
I would go scalp.
I love to batter my sausage.
I'd go scalp because then I could just
scalp.
Then I could get reconstruction surgery around the head.
Oh,
or maybe a wig, full-time wig, put it on.
Oh, okay.
A battered wig.
So you realise you can get that without scalding yourself. You realise you can do that now.
I just don't want my ear to just disappear. That'd be the.
But you don't mind your fucking scalp.
Yeah, a scalp is fine. I can just deal with that. I can just put something on top of it. It's fine.
Like a little bird's nest.
Your foot, you're fucked. You're like
foot is crazy.
Foot, you can never walk again, right? That's what.
The whole premise is crazy. You know what I mean? As if like scalp or ears are more sensible than foot.
But the Albanians have come for their payment, and they want their pound of flesh.
They want their payments back.
Yeah, they want their pound of battered flesh. I know. Put an elbow in. An elbow. Battered elbow. Right.
Oh, an elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could be stuck there forever.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good way to start the podcast. So, lads, what are we going to be talking about this week, Paul?
I'm going to be talking about the clothing shop profile.
I'm going to be talking about a farmer who built a toll road on his land.
And I'm going to be talking about the actor and Hellraiser, Oliver Reed. Who wants to go first, lads?
I'll go first. Okay. Right, this one is going to be a fun one because neither of you know about this shop called Profile. But growing up, in Pontypridd, there was a shop called Profile. And I feel like I've seen them throughout the UK, wherever there's like deprived or disparaged areas, rundown areas. Like Broken Britain. The bits where you're like, oh yeah, this is all fucked here.
Yeah.
The only other shops are bookies and charity shops. There'll be a Profile shop. And it's just a big sticker over whatever that shop used to be. So they don't even have a sign. So I remember Millets, the clothing brand, closed down in Ponty, and they just put a big sticker over the top of the Millets sign that said Profile. And I was like, oh, this is a new shop. And I was a young man at the time. I must have been, only about 11 years old. I had some pocket money in my
in your pocket.
In my pocket.
standard
where I
place
keep
to
'em.
have pocket money. That's where it got its name from.
It's where I keep them.
I had a bit of mouth money on me, money just rattling around in my cheeks.
I did used to keep my money in my sock from time to time because I thought that would make me more interesting to people.
I remember the people doing that as well. When people didn't have wallets and shit, they would just put like a note down their sock.
Really?
Yeah.
Bit weird, but yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Characters, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's weird to have that as a quirk, though. It's just like I did it just to be more interesting to people.
I'll be honest, that's what I do for most of my life.
Just turning up to vending machines and just going, bet you're wondering what I'm rooting around in my shoe for, aren't you? Bet you're wondering why I'm doing this. I only keep my money, they don't. Oh, what a character.
Is that why you're wearing a Grolsch lager shirt when you don't work in a pub and you work in a primary school?
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you go to school today with the children
Wearing branded merch.
wearing a Grolsch shirt which they give to publicans with their
I'm surprised you didn't get reprimanded for promoting alcoholism in a school.
None of the kids can read it. They don't know what is happening.
It's not wearing like a buzzball hat to like for the church on a Sunday.
The education system is on its knees, boys. They get given what they can. They take what they're given. Yeah. Honestly. Anyway, Profile. This really it's a cheap clothing brand where you could buy t-shirts for like £3 a pop, and they weren't good t-shirts. It was sort of like Primark, but they had weird slogans written on them. Like I remember seeing one which had "Monkey see, monkey do." Okay, and
a bird in the hand on the back is worth two in the bush.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool because they also had a picture.
Can't be cheeses.
Because I remember seeing
always swallow, dad's cum. It's like a hoodie. It's like a big hoodie.
Big cream-based hoodie.
And yeah. So there'd be these pictures of a monkey chewing gum, and then it like falling out of its butt somehow, and like it turns.
Don't like the use of the word butt there, Paul. This is a British-centric podcast. And
it's arse,
yeah, arse, bum, shit pipe.
Okay, and it'd be like there'd also be like emoji pictures of not kids, but of like other monkeys. It was a lot of monkey-based t-shirts.
Right. Okay.
Which was.
Monkeys are fun.
Monkeys like,
are fun.
Farting violently and being like, "Ooh, this is a nasty one."
People like monkeys.
It's silly. It's silly and goofy. I mean, like, look, Dunstan checks in. Great film, but a monkey that checks into a hotel.
Obviously all these t-shirts for like £5 or less, so they were targeted at children, and it was always a closing down sale in Profile for some reason. So clothes were like £5, £3. It made no sense.
Everything must go. Jeans for 10 pence.
Yeah, you just opened up. You just taken over from Millet's, but you're already closing down. So it always felt like it was a front.
Yeah.
You
just converted this Greggs, and now the Levi's are in the hot trays where the pasties used to be.
And in 2 years, the Profile shop closed down and reopened to 5 different locations on Taft Street in Pontypridd. So I've always thought, you don't know. You've never seen Profile, though. None of you know about Profile.
I'm
about 50% sure this is still a figment of your imagination. It's like a dream you had, and you're just trying to convince us it was real.
No, it's 100% real because there's a website now. There's one shop left in the UK, and it's in Merthyr.
Really?
Yeah, it's the Profile clothing shop in Merthyr. It has how many followers? 3,291 followers, 6 friends, 7 posts. They've stopped doing the monkey posts. Now they do flip-flops and knockoff t-shirts.
Are they looking to give sponsorship to potentially a regional podcast?
Failing podcast?
Yeah.
No one really listening to it.
I mean, it's their market, really. It's their brand.
We're very much the profile of the comedy podcast.
We set up, we change the name, we get different people on, maybe.
We hire and fire.
Talk about canals for a fortnight, then talk about, I don't know, fucking the failing carpet industry in the UK or something for 2 years, and go back to comedy.
The audience don't really know what we do, don't really know what we're selling.
No.
They have 4 t-shirts for sale.
4
t-shirts for sale.
Small, medium, large, extra large.
What have they got? What's their motifs?
Yeah,
no more monkey stuff. They've got this new, but it's called Crosshatch. That's their brand now.
Crosshatch.
And it looks terrible, really.
Yeah, they look awful. What's
How much? How much are they?
Jess.
Well, they claimed they were £15, and now they've been knocked down to $9.99.
Nice.
That's a bargain. I'll rush out and buy a couple of those.
I think that's quite a big tactic of shops for pretend.
Well, it's a fake. It's scarcity, isn't it? You're creating
it's like, we're
false sense
closing
of
down,
scarcity.
so like you need to.
But then
you're gonna get this bargain really quickly, but it just never closes down.
And then the T-shirt says "Born Rich."
It says "Born Rich."
Born rich, stay in Murphy.
Duck and Cover. It's like a weird sort of looks like
That's a brand. No, I've heard of Duck and Cover.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just
Is
it's
it a
sort of
good
fashion you
brand?
would have seen.
No, but it's
like
been
10
going
years
for a
ago.
while. Duck and Cover. I've heard.
Because it feels very much like a
I'm
shop.
sure that isn't a shop which is just selling stuff which isn't profile.
I don't know.
Charlie, as if research is thin on the ground on this segment, I wouldn't
They're selling
question.
this.
I wouldn't question too much.
Versace as well on the Marnie shirt they got on there. Like,
Well, I think it's like one up from a market stall. So it all feels like it's been robbed from someplace, but it also feels like it's a front for something,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Because, like I said, they keep moving places, but they'll just move 2 doors down
Yeah.
and then close out.
Yeah.
At one point, there were 2 profile shops in Ponty. It was one at the top and one at the bottom of the entire town.
Weirdly competing with each other. One was called Profile with an I, another was Profile with a Y. Profile at the end.
They did at one point, one summer, they had Profile Pink, which was profile for girls.
Oh, Profile Pink. Nice.
So
nice.
I just don't know. It's just
But they're sort of like the new sort of vape shops.
yeah, you know,
basically.
all the American candy shops
Yeah.
where they just we know that. Why is there so many of them?
And how has it stayed open for as long as possible, selling this quite niche thing?
Yeah, especially on the high street where everything's dying.
Yeah.
But Profile stayed there, the vape shops stayed there, and American candy, where you can buy cereal for like £7.
Yeah.
None of it makes sense.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't care if, like my jeggings have got there through human slavery. If it's $5.99 a pop, I'm picking up 10. You know what I mean? Like, but if you Paul, if you were to bring out your own clothing line,
Aye.
the Hilleard wear,
Yeah.
right? Or Hilliard Tech, I imagine, right?
Yellowtape sounds nice.
What we going for in terms of like, are you trying to cover your costs? Are you trying to cut costs, or is it going to be like pretty cheap clothing made in a sweatshop somewhere? Or is it going to be functional wear? Is it what we talk? And then like colors, patterns, slogans.
Everything would be a tracksuit.
Of course.
I've ever seen you in a pair of jeans actually before. Do you wear?
No.
Do you own jeans?
Well, jeans. I need to find the right pair. They need to be loose but tight. You know what I mean?
No.
Tight.
No, please elaborate.
Tight around the hips, but loose everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Oh
Why
right.
don't you just buy a belt? That's what a belt is for. It means
Yeah.
it tightens around the.
I thought you were going to go for loose around the
Loose around the top.
loose around the waist and nice and tight on the packet, nice and tight on the groin.
It's just folding over.
Yeah, everything else is baggy, but the other one is like anatomically like visible. Like
you can see the
all the contours of the cock and the balls.
Even the veins in there. You can see the veins. See the arsehole, the crevice going into the hole.
Veins throbbing through denim.
Running out to school every day, supporting fucking 6-year-old boys.
Keep saying I'm teaching them the ways of the world. Go on. So you'd have tracksuits,
and I'd probably tell everyone that they're like eco-friendly and they're a B corporation. You know, everyone's like, oh yeah, we go and buy it, but they were actually not.
You're lying through your
teeth. Yeah.
So you would effectively set up a profile of your own.
Oh yeah, I mean every business is a profile, right?
What you could do is like rather than it be like, like locally sourced, good quality. Like it could be for like unnecessarily amount of cruelty has gone into making these clothing. It's not just sweatshops. It's like people getting like
pure shit from far away. That's what I'd call it. Not locally sourced and really expensive.
You could just claim how many children have died making these clothes.
Yeah, it's on the tag. It's on the tag. You got pictures of it. It's like little Matembe died making these jeans. You got a picture of him, what he liked doing, how he died.
Like in Lush when they say, Stephen made your soap today. With my tracky bottoms, it's like 5 children from the same family died.
On the jumper, Paolo shot in the face at point blank range. That would be great.
Honestly, and you know, if anyone comes at me about it, I'll be like, I'm like Banksy, man. It's actually, I'm making sure everyone's socially aware of these things.
Whilst profiting off it as well.
Yeah.
I am my own artwork.
It's fucking satire, you daft cunts. That's what I'll say. That's my defense. I'm subverting it all, like, you know.
10p for a pair of socks. Stop fucking complaining. Buy up or get out my shop. Charles, what about you? You're a bit of a fashionista, aren't you?
I don't know.
What do you think is lacking in the clothing world right now that you really feel like the gap in the market you
I think
can fill?
men wear a lot of bad clothes a lot of the time. There's a lot of badly dressed men out there.
That is true.
Would you say I'm badly dressed?
I wouldn't even know how to describe how you're dressed. It's just,
you sort of.
If it was more like
fashion.
sort of clothing bin, sort of like fire sale, like you broke it into a clothing bin at night and gone like, oh, this fits, this will do.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if it's style. It's just
it looks kind of ironic.
Clothes.
Ironically
found clothes.
Ironic bargain bin wear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, it kind of is a compliment, really. That's the best way I can describe it. But
not everyone can be as well dressed as like me and Charlie are on a regular basis. You know what I mean? We're sort of equal, aren't we, in terms of like how we dress, like, you know, in the kind of.
I just think more people should wear. There's too many people wearing casual clothing at the moment. I think there's too many men wearing tracksuits all the time, and it's like, I see people going into like nice bars and nightclubs wearing tracksuits, and that shouldn't be allowed, man.
You're quite conservative.
Well, I just think women dress much better than men. I think
they do.
Stop.
They have better. But there's more patterns and colours on their clothes.
There's more female clothes shops.
Great pattern, lovely pattern.
There's not enough good. There's not enough good menswear shops out there. And I think men are quite lazy, and I just think men are quite badly dressed at the moment.
Yeah, because I know you used to shop at Giacomo quite a lot, didn't you? You said exclusively for about 10 years.
Where's the shittest shop? Like, obviously, Profile. You wouldn't go near Profile with a fucking 10.
I've seen some clothes Hoodrich make, and that they've got to be one of the worst. Fucking out, they are absolute dog shit stuff.
Right.
Have you ever bought any clothes from like a market? You must have some knockoff Ralph Lauren.
I don't think I do it. I don't know.
No, you take your clothes quite seriously.
No, I like stuff which is gonna last me a while. You know, I don't want to. I bought some stuff from Primark and stuff like t-shirts and stuff. It never, after about 3 washes, it's fucked.
Would you ever buy anything? Yeah. Would you ever buy anything from like a military surplus store? Because that I had a shirt. I had an army shirt, and that lasted nearly a decade. But the buttons never came off.
Really well made.
They were really well. It was really well made stuff. Yeah,
really thick.
Yeah, really thick material. Yeah, I had it for 10 years.
Excited then, weren't you? It's thick.
It's
nice and thick. What's your favourite material, Charlie?
Just for the we've had a lot of messages in, a lot of like comments saying like we want to know what Charlie well actually they phrased it, what does Charlie like against his skin? That's what they phrased it. His name was Larry, and his avatar was just a drawing he done of a dick. Like, it's really weird. Dick with wings.
Favorite material? I don't.
Do you have anything?
Do you know what? I bought a couple of toweling sweatshirts recently, and it feels good.
Toweling.
Yeah, toweling.
What does that mean?
Like a towel. It feels like a towel. It's a sweatshirt.
Oh, I thought toweling was like cottaging or something.
No. It's not. It's not. Everything doesn't have to be gay. You know. I know you're trying to attract those people into your life, but it doesn't all have to be gay related. You know. No, it's just it's like imagine like a beach towel turned into a sweatshirt. It's kind of like
I've seen you wear some.
It feels good against the skin.
Is it?
And it's quite thick.
Is it good for spillages as well?
Yeah,
you can take soup and you just dribble it down yourself. It's very absorbent.
The gravy stains you can kind of just lick off at will.
Nice. Nice. Like suck up the gravy.
You quite like a rough. You like a rough material then, toweling, or is it soft?
It feels good.
Is it really nice?
It's quite soft. Yeah, it's like I've seen you wear that stuff. It's like beer mat material.
Yeah, it feels great on the body. I don't know why, but yeah.
Sensual.
You don't own any silk shirts.
No.
Oh, I'd love to see you in a silk shirt, big collar, velvety silk.
I don't think anyone obese. I don't think anyone. I personally think that no one obese should own silk, leather, or like that sort of like thin tracksuit, like Scouse tracksuit shit from the 80s. Remember that?
Oh,
Vaguely.
shell suits.
Yeah, no one.
So fatties can't have silk, leather, or shell suits.
No.
Yeah.
Shell suits.
Yeah. Cling film.
Because it's just anyone wearing a tracksuit and who's obese. That's just the whole point of being a tracksuit is you should be working out in it.
Oh right,
It's not
athletic wear.
Yeah, it's like athletic.
It's like it's like if you're obese and you're wearing like camo, for example. It's like
Yeah.
you're not.
Just, come on, man.
But leather trousers are going to help the fatties because they're going to be sweating their fucking tits off. If anything.
Fuck me, leather trousers are a bad look, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
it's like
are
trying to
the
squeeze
worst.
sausage meat into like
If you catch me wearing a
skin.
pair of leather trousers, you need to call the fucking crisis team and get me fucking sectioned, big time. Because something's happened to me in the week that we haven't met.
Yes, hello, doctor. Yeah, I'm hearing some squeaking coming from Charlie's bedroom. Yeah, I think he's in the leather chaps again. Send the boys round.
Or a leather polo shirt, even. Like, if I'm wearing one of them, things are gone. Something bad's happened to me,
You're a Cuban man, like one of them Cuban hats, like a nice like summertime suit with a cigar. That's you.
It's like you've never met me before, Paul. Why would you?
No, but
He's not like a
right?
rubber baron from the 1930s. You imagine him like he's an ivory dealer or something. I know that's where that's his heritage.
That's his
I know that's where he comes from. But yeah, he's not like. He's not there. He
Like
wouldn't
if
wear
you
that
had all
sort
the
of
money
stuff.
in the world,
I'd
how
wear a
would you like to
fucking-
dress?
I'd-
Would you dress like suits all the time, man?
I don't really. I don't
No,
feel
would you
very
still be
comfortable in a
casual?
suit, really. Yeah, I like casual stuff. Probably just up. I should probably buy more clothes, more up at the expense a bit more.
Cashmere, like
Yeah.
cashmere
Oh,
jumpers.
just a bit more expensive
Maternity
shit.
slacks potentially. Something just nice and
Oh,
airy.
okay,
and
more
comfortable.
fat shaming stuff again.
I'm not.
It's a
I'm
bit fat
saying,
shaming or
like-
something related to being gay or something. That's the same rhetoric every time. It's getting a bit boring.
Have you
alright?
ever listened to
It's
this
get-
podcast?
It's getting a bit
All
boring.
30 episodes has just been wall to wall shaming and gay jokes. Maybe the odd,
That's
the odd
why no
nonce
one's
reference
listening
in
to
there.
me. That's why we're getting such poor results.
Well, for me, I think that stuff
that's
is
why I'm in the
evergreen.
profile of fucking podcasts because your hatred towards us.
That's not the
co-hosts.
reason why this. Yeah, it comes
Okay.
from the guy who's
Maybe
talks
just be a
about checking oil constantly. The amount of times that, if you freeze frame anyone on this podcast, you're doing this motion. I'm not fingering asses constantly.
For listeners at home, yes, it's taken 20 minutes for these two to get back into
To get
it.
back into it, man. So we're never off. We're never
maybe a
off.
bit kinder, man, to yourself and others as well.
Okay,
Right?
thanks for
Kindness to yourself.
reframing that as like
Yeah.
a self-care sort of thing. Thank you, man. I
Mate,
appreciate.
I'm
I appreciate
just a bit
this.
worried about how much hate's coming at your body.
Yeah. It's kind of like reverse positivity gaslighting I'm currently experiencing. Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay, so profile. Is that covered?
Profile, I think so, yeah.
So there's one left in Merthyr.
There's one left in Merthyr.
Yeah.
It
So
seems
go to your local profile if you can find it. Go to
it does
profile.
exist. It's changed its ways. It's not what I used to be. They don't put the monkeys on the t-shirt anymore. Maybe they've cleaned up their act. It's kind of sad to see that there's only one.
Love that board.
profile
That board
left.
meeting, guys. Sales are down. I don't think the public are liking the monkey stuff.
Yeah, fucking bring back the monkeys, I say.
Yeah. Okay, great. Should we move on? Charles?
Okay, yeah, well, I'm going to talk about this farmer basically built a toll road on his land. So there was a land slip on this road, on the A4 something near Bristol and Bath, and basically it was going to take a long time for them to like sort the road out. It was going to cost them like a lot of money. So this savvy, like, crafty farmer, he decided to open up his own toll road. So he dug sort of a road near on a field and put a tiny little booth on there and charged people £2 each time to use his road. It wasn't like a tarmac road. It was more of a kind of like just a track.
Okay.
Just through his field, just a
through his
muddy
field.
track.
Yeah, well, it wasn't muddy. It was like sort of loosely like paved with like stones.
Oh, nice. Was it one way? Or could it go both ways?
I
Was it two ways?
don't know actually. I think it was probably big enough to go both ways. Otherwise, people wouldn't have done it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's £4 then instead of 2, isn't it? You'd want it to go both ways.
Aye.
One paid
From
back,
a business
one way.
perspective,
Yeah.
yeah.
But he would charge people £2 for cars and £1 for motorbikes, and he wouldn't let anyone cycling go through it. They weren't allowed.
Not
in.
at all.
They were like, no.
Not for all the money in the world.
And I quite like that. He was like, yeah, fuck you, cyclist cunts. I quite like that.
Because you don't like cyclists, or just because you like a bit of aggression?
I don't know. I just quite like the fact that he was just anti-cyclist. I think it's good to be
Yeah,
anti-something.
the cutting off your nose to spite your face model of business.
I suppose they could just use other ways of getting around the around that blockage. So I'm going to talk about. Hang on, let me.
How long was the blockage there for?
It was closed from. It was in 2014. This happened, so it was closed from August to November. It cost them 150 grand to make it.
Yeah.
And in the end, the road actually opened like a month earlier than he thought it was going to be.
Well, the council opened
So
it.
the council reopened it, and he actually lost 10 grand doing it, which is sad, really.
Should have let the cyclist through.
Yeah.
10 grand.
That could have been an extra 50p in the coffers.
So, like, in a way, it was a fucking brilliant idea. Like, you like, fuck it.
I like it.
I'm going to open up a fucking toll in my land.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a little fucking shitty booth and charge people like £2 each time. And people were loving it because it was otherwise, if they didn't use that toll road, it's a 14-mile diversion. It takes 45 minutes extra.
Yeah.
So that's why people use the toll so much, because they were like, well, I'll just go for this farmer's field.
And
Pay
£2
is nothing.
£2 for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
off your journey.
that's a great save. Like,
It is a great save.
you could have been asking for more.
What I would have liked is
if
if he could have, like, because you said lots of tourists went there, right? It's like people from all around the world went to use this toll. What I would have done is like, yeah, you don't have to give me money. You can give me gifts, you know? Like, yeah, here's a foot spa. Thank you very much. You know?
Yeah.
As you're crossing, yeah, here's an ornamental duck. Thank you.
Here's some roadkill, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a gift of sorts,
If
isn't
it's
it?
taxidermied, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, taxidermied mongoose. Thank you.
Here's an old rusty wheelbarrow, like half a dozen of them in the back of a van. There you go. Have them.
We're actually going to tip them. That's where we're driving to now, but you can have them for absolutely
Here's
nothing.
a load of old wood we don't need anymore. Put it in your fire.
Now he's got a new business, a knick-knack shop, you know?
Yeah,
full of knickknacks.
exactly. Parlay that into antiques. But what would you... So if you could privatize any bit of your like house or something you own, if you could charge people a fee to use it, what would you do?
The front garden would be a good place.
Yeah?
Yeah. Imagine you could just, I don't know, maybe,
Just like do what you want in there.
Rent it out for
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah.
25 quid, you know. If you've got like a sun trap in your front garden.
Oh, a sun trap would be
Yeah,
good.
you'd be like, there you
So
go.
what you're saying, you would rent out a very small part of land in your front garden
Yeah.
to people when they could actually just go to a fucking local park and use that instead.
But we could do it. It could be cut price. It could be an alternative to like a tanning booth. If you're in a sun trap, just go Paul's discreet urban sunbathing, and then they could come in, pay like a small fee.
Yeah.
You know, what's a tanning bed? What like how much is it to use it?
I don't know, $5 or something.
$5, yeah, like half that. Just say, yeah, come sit in my garden. I've got a little lounger there. You know, ignore the binoculars. Just behind the door. It's just me supervising you, keeping you safe,
and
making sure
ignore
you're okay.
disgruntled neighbours touching you as they walk past.
Yeah, but then you set up a modesty screen, you know, like some sort of wicker modesty screen.
Again, why would you just go to a park and do that instead? It's a bad idea. It's a bad idea.
Shy, it's Paul's urban shy sunbathing. Okay, if you're shy, you don't want to get your bikini out in front of all and sundry at the local park.
If you just want one man to stare at you instead of multiple, here you go.
Right.
I'm happy to,
But you're on the side of women, Paul, aren't you?
I am.
You know what I mean? You're trying to... Oh, dudes. Like,
they
dudes.
asked.
Yeah.
They paid for this
What would you
service.
do? Would you be
providing a service?
Yes. Would you be okay if like a bloke said, yeah, I'd love to use your urban, modest sunbathing thing, but then he was like whacking off while he was bathing there? Would you just be like, all right, mate, you use the garden for whatever you want?
As long as he cleans up after himself. And, I'd say you pay double if you're going to make me watch that for filth.
So how much would you charge him, for example, for whacking off on your front garden?
Finishing into a food bin, like, for example.
$7.50.
I've
Paul's
got
Sun and Cum garden. Sun and Cum.
Sun and Cum.
Make sure you double check how you're spelling sun, though. Okay.
Surely some people would do, some voyeurs or exhibitionists, I would be the voyeur in that situation, would get off to like, I want to be watched. Well,
yeah, like a kind of like a diet exhibitionist who's like, I like to be watched, but by one guy alone.
I think people would just be confused. There'd be some sort of like WhatsApp neighborhood watch group like going around saying, number 20, there's there's lots of fucking bearded blokes whacking off in your front garden. Do you know why? Why is this happening? And then you'd have to reply going, yeah, so I've just set up a business. I charge them £6 a day to whack off in my front garden. Is that okay?
We really value customer feedback here at Paul's Sun and Cum Garden. We will be addressing your complaints.
Stay out my business, Susan. Fucking- Everybody knows you put fucking your extra rubbish in other people's bins. Like,
I've got. Do you know what I would do? I've got a really shit car, which is worth probably under £1,000.
Yeah.
Worth about £600, I'd say. And nothing really works in it. And what I would do, I would hire out to people, people who are down and out, maybe sex workers, just go in there, maybe shit piss in there, maybe fucking there if they wanted to, you know, for a nominal fee.
Yeah.
And then I'd just take it and get it valeted every week. And I would sort it out. The boys down there would sort it out.
Like Charlie's travel toilet.
Yeah. Or it's just like sort of
Drive it to like a local deprived area, park it up, all doors open like that. You pop the sign, stick your placard in the ground, and you say, "Here we go, Charlie's travel toilet." I think driver's seat number 1, passenger seat number 2. Then you got the sort of the back seats, sort of fuck/wet play area, and then the boot strictly anal.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Strictly anal in the boot makes sense. Seems appropriate.
Well, sensory deprivation in the boot
That's quite good.
for people. Who
Maybe
just
fill it with
stream-
ice and have like one of those cold plunges, that Joe Rogan uses. Shut the boot, shut the boot for an hour, and then when they start screaming, just open
like a
it
piss lodge. What about like a piss lodge? Fill it with old piss. Throw someone in the back of it.
up. A piss lodge.
Yeah, some sort of closed piss lodge. You throw it in the back of it. Maybe drive it around really quickly, do a couple of donuts, and just splash around in the back. And it's just £6. There you go.
Yeah, hi, Chief. Yeah, we just arrested this guy. He's got this mobile travel piss lodge. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. But just send.
Can we charge him with anything about it?
I think, send the armed response squad. I think. Yeah.
He's
Just to be
claiming to
safe.
be from Holland and Barrett. He said, "This is the new wave revolution."
Yeah, that's a good one. I think. Yeah, a lot of you were saying about a festival earlier where a lot of people sort of hide out their toilet.
Yeah, not on a festival. They because it's really hard to piss and shit around there.
Yeah.
Apparently, people that own houses and flats around there, they open up their toilet and charge people like £2 to go in.
Yeah.
And piss. Which I mean, it's not a bad idea. But if you get like 100 people a day or 200 people a day using your toilet,
Yeah.
the only issue would be just be a lot of cloggins, wouldn't there? It'd be a lot of clog work,
It's not. Do you think it's going to be what festival is it?
Notting Hill, not a full
Hill.
carnival, yeah.
Oh, what's that? That's like what, a
A
quarter of a million?
lot of tacos. Maybe taco stands.
lot of
burgers, jerk chicken.
jerk chicken would be the biggest problem. A lot of spice,
Yeah.
But a lot of people are just crammed in there wanting to piss, but not. You'd have to have a big sign saying toilet, £2 toilet.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
maybe.
you've seen nightclub toilets and stuff like that. You've seen what fucking animals use those things. You'd be going upstairs and find people curling one out in the hamper, curling one out in the laundry hamper.
Mm.
What I do, I think the way I'd make money, I do a similar thing. I just put a chain around my neck saying human toilet, £1. I'd be like, that'd be my business venture.
Yeah, you make like £4 a day and some 4 massive shites from people. Just £4. There you go.
And at the end,
Good day's work for you there. £4, made £4.
at the end,
Degrading yourself
yeah.
forever, or having like PTSD from fucking accepting fucking people's shites, eating fucking jerk chicken every day.
And I kill myself before the end of the week.
Yeah.
They find me dead. But, £15 back pocket.
I won't die a
Go
poor
into my
man.
next of kin. Yeah, that'll pay for my funeral.
That's 3 t-shirts in profile.
3 monkey caps.
But actually, going back to the subject, right?
God. Look at this guy. He's been on a promo course.
Mate, I've done a little bit of research here, okay, guys. People from around the world love this guy's toll idea. They loved it so much. But they went back for as a tourist, for a tourist experience, as you'd seen it online and TV. Mike Watts, the farmer, he received postcards from around the world congratulating him on building the road. Watts also claims, despite his losses of 10 grand, he would do it again because he had such fun and such positive feedback from the public. He also received cakes, chocolates, and whiskey from thankful locals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the toll road? Or are we? Oh,
I
sorry.
think
go on,
so.
Paul.
Is there
Go on,
any
Paul.
more?
I was just gonna say, like, like capitalism worked a bit, even though it failed. It's quite nice that this guy just decided,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I could. He tried to make a load of money and he failed,
But he gave
but
it a go.
he helped out the community.
Well, I think it's a very British thing to do as well, to kind of, segment off your little corner of the world and go, yeah, actually, I could make some money off this.
Mm.
Not a silly amount, and obviously lost money in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like I like that spirit of, like, well, I'm gonna do this thing my way.
Do you reckon there was some people though who fucking
it's a lovely
hated him?
sentiment.
I don't know. I kind of gave
So
up. On,
it's a-
I kind of gave up on that sentence
It's
halfway
a
through.
lovely sentiment. Do things. What? Do things your own way. Thank you.
I think yeah.
Do things your own way. Thank you. Just
I think I came up with
put on a t-shirt with a monkey on it, couldn't you?
a monkey dressed up as Frank Sinatra going, I did it my way.
Do things your way. Thank you very,
Do
very
things
much.
your way.
Thank you very much. Thank you, kind sir.
Yeah, honestly, I was drifting off halfway through my own sentence. So yeah, I like people who do things their way. God bless.
It's the sun.
God save the Queen, King. I mean,
You've been out in the sun. I've been out in the sun. We're all a bit sunburnt. We're all a bit sun-dazed, man.
sun-kissed.
But yeah, I reckon some of the people though who lived around there must have fucking hated him, because if you live locally, you're paying £2 a day.
Yeah, but
Now you've lost in like what 3-4 months. You've lost.
I'm sure you set up some sort of loyalty scheme, like have a loyalty card like Starbucks.
Otherwise, it would be
10th passage
otherwise
is
you'd be
free.
going around a 14-mile detour. So they'd be losing more money on the fucking petrol. So they liked him.
All right, fair play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fuck
That's
you.
how
I'll go with Mike Watts, right?
He
He did things his way, the right way. Well, I don't even know what I said. Did it the good way. Well done.
Mike works as a farmer and he did it good ways. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good ways, Mike Farmer. Mike.
Mike. Okay, let's move on. Final item. That was good. Final item. I'm going to talk about Oliver Reed now. Oliver Reed, basically he was sort of one of Britain's most famous actors. He broke through. He was in film for about 40 years up until the 90s when he died. He broke through doing Hammer horror films, kind of like cheesy, corny horror films in the early 60s. Some of his most famous roles include Bill Sikes in Oliver. He was Father Grandier in The Devils, which is a really good film.
Yeah.
Athos in The Three Musketeers and Proximo in Gladiator. That was his last film that he did.
He was good in that.
He was great in that, yeah. And that was his kind of comeback film. Like he was known for being a drinker. So he's got a few very notable appearances.
I imagine he was in the wilderness for a bit.
I think he was. I think he got way too chaotic. He used to go out drinking with like Keith Moon. And they were like absolute hellraisers. And there's like
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, yeah, all those old school drunken actors like Richard Harris. Used to go, he went out on the piss all the time. He used to go for like this. He once allegedly claimed to have drunk 100 pints in a single binge.
You can't bollocks. 100 drinks or 100.
I think he went through like day sessions. He had this big country house and used to drink for days consecutively. So yeah, the one session would last for him for days. So I think in that spate of time that he drank, he once allegedly drank with 36 friends, which resulted in the consumption of 60 gallons of beer, 32 bottles of scotch, and 17 bottles of gin.
Absolutely pickling themselves.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, really, yeah.
And this is the days where there was no Uber Eats. Like fuck.
No, you couldn't. Yeah, it wasn't. There was no delivery booze around. Yeah, you just had to get it all in. And he infamously died as he lived. He died in 1999 while filming Gladiator in Malta after an arm wrestle in the bar. He collapsed after a massive drinking session, I think from a heart attack, and the bar kept his unpaid drinks bill framed on the wall. So it's probably a way of going like, you know what, maybe we can draw more, we can pay his tab off by having it behind the bar and people can come see it and spend more money.
Apparently
on the bar.
he got into his drinking session, he didn't booze for a while.
Yeah.
And he got into his drinking session with a lot of sailors and they sort of coaxed him into it and he was like, yeah, bloody hell, that's bloody do it. And wankered. Then
Well,
died.
he's got some brilliant appearances. He was on this show called After Dark,
I've seen.
and he's got this big like handlebar mustache. This is when he was older, and the booze was clearly catching up with him. He's a big porky guy, and he had this big suit on, and he just makes no sense whatsoever. At one point, like he starts rambling about how he shot a girl in the West Indies. And they're all talking about like feminist issues and stuff. And there's this woman there who's a feminist, kind of quite cliched, kind of feminist look. And he gets kicked off the show where he rolls over the sofa after going out for a piss, and he kisses her quite forcefully on the side
Yeah.
of the face. And she goes, "I think you're an awful bully. Do you think is that something you want to condone on your show?" And he goes, "Would you like me to leave?" She goes, "Yes, I'd love you to leave. I think you're an awful bully." And he goes, "Would you like me to leave?" And they go, "Yeah, yes, I think you should leave. Ollie, I think you've been a bore." I memorized this whole thing. "I think you've been a bore, Ollie, and I think you should go." He just gets up and he goes, "Good night, ladies. Good night, gentlemen." And he just leaves. But he just rambles absolute shite throughout the whole thing. Yeah. I'm going to play you some highlights, a little highlight reel of some of his best TV drunken performances.
Demanding a drink. He then comes on and during the course of the interview alludes to a tattoo on his private parts.
I'm here to find out little things about you that we do not know. And there's one thing that I was told I can't believe. You have a tattoo in a very unusual place.
Yes, on my cock. Management, by this point, they're saying, well, what's happening next?
But no amount of talent could save a host from one of the chat show circuit's more unpredictable guests, Oliver Reed.
The landmark moments tend to be the embarrassing, the terrible, and the awful moments, and that's a shame. I mean, I worked on some of them. I worked in Aspel, the Oliver Reed, the drunken Oliver Reed night, which is an extraordinary night in my career, and it's amazing to be part of something like that, to feel the tension and the electricity of something major happening.
I was known as a wild one, while the folks around.
He's just fucking hammered. He's like a pissed uncle at a fucking wedding, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, there's a few of those experiences. Well, there's a bit of a controversy because he went back on that show later and he said it was just orange juice. He said he was a prankster. He just liked just mucking around. So I think he was drunk, but not to that extent. But he was just pretending because he said he didn't have the same. I think he had a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He felt like he didn't have the same background as those these esteemed actors like Dickie Attenborough and Richard Harris and things like that. So he felt like he didn't have stories. So he just made a fool out of himself, basically. But I'm thinking, is there ever a time where any of us have had like an Oliver Reed moment? Have you ever sort of got drunk and made an absolute fucking tit of yourself? Maybe like in a sort of more public setting, you've got up and made a display of yourself.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, all the time, yeah.
Every time I drink, I can end up being a twat.
What about being drunk on stage? You boys ever been drunk on stage?
Yeah.
I've been drunk on
Have
stage
you?
a few times. Yeah.
I've never been that drunk. I've had about 4 pints, and that's about it.
I did a whole hour show in London, and I thought it was going to go bad. Right, I didn't think it was going to go good. So I got quite drunk beforehand because there were 2 other shows on before mine, and then when I got on stage, it started going really well, and I remember thinking I got to pull this together, but it was a haze. It was a real blur that hour. Don't really remember much.
It worked though.
But it did well. I did all right because I was mainly like it was like sketches and stuff, so I was going off a script.
Nice.
But I've been drunk a few times on stage. Yeah.
I remember getting absolutely howling before a gig with our friend Frank Foucault. I'd never like met him before, and I knew he was like headlining, and I was like doing 7 minutes before him. This was like first year of uni, first year of doing comedy, and I remember getting so drunk that I was introducing my brother to my friend Mac, who's in a wheelchair, and I went, "This is Mac. He's a cripple," and I just carried on walking. I was like, "Oh fuck me." I was very apologetic to Mac, and then I was on stage, and I was like, sort of like you. It was all due to nerves why I drank so much.
Yeah.
But then you sort of like you play up to it and you play against it, and like I was like leaning on things, and like I think,
You feel like a marionette, and like the half of your strings have been cut, and you're sort of like,
yeah,
you know,
you realize that now people
nothing's
are
real.
watching a drunk person,
Yeah.
and you decide how drunk you can be. So I would like lean into I would lean into to the stand more and like go towards audiences and then slide back. And again, I'm just telling stupid, like dry jokes. But then
Mm.
you add this like performance element. And again, it wasn't many people in the audience, but you just like, they're like, oh, this works. You're just
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
getting a response
Yeah,
sometimes, I
yeah,
feel.
How did you do?
Not great. I mean, I did all right. Like Luke fucking Frank was just like, oh, that was good, man. I really like that. And I was like, I don't know.
I love that closing bit where you just piss yourself. That's like, it's interesting. It's
I
really
once went on
interesting.
stage as well, and I was fucking hammered, and it was a family function,
Oh, great.
but it was also like it was late night, so it's like there was music outside, and most of the families were inside with their kids, and I just ran on with a hat and threw it into the audience and went, "Wear that hat!" Someone wore it, and I just shouted, "That's how the Nazis got in power."
So satire, yeah.
So people started leaving.
Clever.
Couple of my mates stayed. I ran over my time. Yeah, I was a fucking fool with myself. But my mates who watched, they liked it, and I was nervous because they were seeing me for the first time. I think I was like 3 years into comedy. Morgan Rees was on the same bill. I said, "Oh, sorry for running over," and he just went, "Yeah, you did, didn't you?" And I was like, "Ah."
Didn't accept, yeah, just yeah. But it's I do miss that. We're looking back at those shows where you can get. I miss back in the day on chat shows where everyone's smoking, everyone's fucking arseholed. I think that's great. I think they should have more of that on telly, more drunks on television.
Oliver Reed, is he the one who did the advert and he's just constantly fucked up?
No, that's I think you're thinking of not George Orwell, Orson
Orson Welles,
Welles.
yeah.
Welles,
Because
yeah.
again, he was a big pisser.
Yeah,
Fucking Richard Burton,
yeah.
fucking Anthony Hopkins, all these old time actors, they're all fucking absolute.
They were functional
pissheads.
alcoholics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder, like, how talented do you have to be for people to put up with that shit? Do you know what I mean? Like, how much could we get away with? I don't think we could get very far just being drunk.
I mean, look at Russell Brand. Look how much he's got away with.
But
Being
yeah,
a
I mean, yeah, he's
fucking
been out
nuisance,
on a
you know?
very very low amount of fuel in the talent tank.
If you're making the right amount of money for people, they'll let you get away with anything.
Yeah,
They don't give a fuck, I don't think.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't think alcoholics are as cool anymore.
Yeah, well, I guess it's more kind of well, you can start off being an absolute fuck up, and then your journey becomes the wellness narrative.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, well, fucking Sandro's doing it.
Sandra Ford,
But also
Friend of
Sandro's
the
doing it
pod.
off his own back.
Yeah, he hasn't quite gone around to the wellness bit yet, but he's just really
Give him time.
leaning into the drinking part. And why not? Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
Which actor do you think would be the best and worst to go out on the piss with? I think someone like Jim Carrey would be quite annoying. I reckon he'd be one of those drunks. He gets quite intense, start talking to you about aliens and who really built the pyramids and the Illuminati and stuff like that.
I'd want someone old who's got like loads of good stories, but also is like, I don't have to try and keep up with them.
Yeah.
Because old boys, after a while,
Mm.
they don't need a lot. They're drinking slow. But then they become a nuisance, don't they? If you got an old celebrity.
Yeah. So like Jack Nicholson, maybe. I think he's got dementia now as well, so it'd be even better. Like, sort of.
You just be giving him waters. He thinks he's having double vodkas.
Yeah, well, he's telling you stories
did.
about Roman Polanski and what really went on that
Yeah.
day.
Exactly.
Oh,
Also, you
really?
don't
That's right
drink,
one.
Paul, so actually it would work well if you had someone who was either senile
Yeah.
or elderly, because then you could just con them into thinking they drunk a lot and end the drinking session early.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want the drinking session to end too early. But I just want good gossipy stories, mate.
Yeah.
Also, you don't know anyone. You don't even know who Michael Barrymore is. So how would you if you went out with someone who's really old, all the references you just wouldn't know anyway. They'd be telling you incredible stories, and you'd be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
Who's Les Dennis? No idea. Who's Jeremy Beadle? I haven't got a clue.
Who's Mrs. Blobby? Mr. Blobby? No idea.
Who would you want? Because you'd want to go
Um,
on a big old session. You'd have a weekend of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really know. I'm trying to think of.
You also want someone who can, go toe to toe with you. Because you don't want them looking after you or you to be ending up looking after them. You want to be consistently both.
I don't know. Yeah, no, you said you wanted to go drinking with David Potts to get him when he was vulnerable. You said that to me.
Oh
before.
yeah, we're going for the narrative again.
Yeah, of course.
I get it. Yeah,
Just
we
trying to
get it,
shoehorn
man.
in
Yeah.
a bit.
Also, he's not an actor either, mate. He's just a big fat presenter. So what? Actually,
But
he's not-
these days, mate, that's he's
to be
just
fair,
an
he's not
influencer.
even that. Do you know what? He's actually pretty thin nowadays.
Is he
I can't
really?
even mug him off of being. I'm much fatter than him now, so I'm now the El Jefe. You know.
You are the LF.
Yeah, I am.
But no,
I am, yeah.
which actor would you go and drink with?
Don't know. I don't know.
Someone-
Lorraine Kelly.
Lorraine Kelly.
Lorraine Kelly. Is that
Kelly.
good
No,
enough for
that's
you?
great. Yeah,
Is that good enough for you?
She is like one of the. I think she's one of this country's most underrated actresses. To be
Yeah.
honest, I think
I mean,
she's
she's more of a
fantastic.
presenter, but
No. She puts on like you can see that she's.
I think she's only acting.
I think she's got trapped. I think she was playing a presenter. Now she's got trapped in the role, like
Nick
Daniel
Knowles.
Day-Lewis.
What Nick Knowles?
Nick Knowles.
Nick Knowles is a good one.
Great
Yeah.
actor. Great. actor.
Easy. I reckon. What about the guy from Men Behaving Badly? Neil Morrissey.
Neil Morrissey. Yeah.
He likes to drink.
I think he likes to drink. Yeah. He
Yeah.
owns he owns like I think he owns a pub down in Larne. He's a big Dylan Thomas guy apparently. Yeah, I think he owns a pub
He's a
down
big
that
piss
way.
head, no?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, big piss head.
Who's your man then?
I think I'd like to drink with James McAvoy. You know, the Scottish actor. He seems like I reckon he likes to get on it. I saw an interview with him recently.
Voices.
Yeah, make him reenact Split in real time. Make him do it as a play right in front of me.
Apparently, he's a nice guy as well.
Yeah, he seems nice. Yeah, he seems a lovely man. Yeah.
Do you know any nasty drinks?
Nasty.
Any nasty actors? Supposedly.
Johnny Depp,
He's
famously.
supposed to be. Yeah, Johnny would have some good stories.
What I like about that is like he's had to do all these shit films just to keep him in because he just drinks vintage wine. It costs him like 20 grand a bottle, so he has to keep doing these crap films like Pirates of the Caribbean fucking 12, so you can just get another kind of
It is mad how he used to be a cool guy and now he's sort of just a sad drunk.
Yeah, it is kind of sad.
That's the worry of the grog.
The professional pisshead, like the tipping point is what, like, well, probably near the age we are now, Charles. Like
That's
40. That's the tipping point where
when you become quite sad.
we start becoming sad drunks. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine
When we're
Johnny
stumbling-
Depp in chicken.com.
Full
free
full
trays of
chicken,
chicken.
taking up 2 tables worth, 6 seats.
Hello, I'd like doing a Jack Sparrow. I'd like to order the whole chicken, please. Excuse me.
18-year-olds laughing at him, making TikTok videos of you.
Random
We're
boys.
here with Johnny Depp, and he's ordered a whole chicken to himself. Oh, leave me alone.
Random boys from the valleys going, "Where are Johnny?"
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this episode of Union Scum. Thank you very much for listening, everybody. Hope to see you again next week.
Goodbye.
Buy
Bye.
tickets to Edinburgh for me, please, folks.